Streaming live every Saturday morning from Darin Bergsven Guitar Studio near Chester Creek in Duluth, Coffee and Guitar celebrates the guitar music and guitar players of the Minnesota Northwoods. There's a mighty forest of great guitar players that stretches from the headwaters of the Mississippi to the shore of Lake Superior. Each month, Coffee and Guitar welcomes a guest, a guitar giant of the Northwoods, to tell guitar stories, share guitar insights, and make guitar music. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Briand. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee and Guitar. This week featuring Briand Morrison, all the way down from Grand Portage, playing some tunes off the new record. It's good stuff. Welcome, Briand.
Hi. Good.
So glad you could make it down. It's been fun talking and playing with you and getting ready.
Yeah. So happy to be here.
How's things out there? I hear a fan. How's things going out there? Nice. Well, Briand, first question I like to ask my guests, how do you take your coffee?
I take my coffee black.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too. There's cream and sugar there if you want it, but so far exactly no one has taken me up on cream or sugar as long as I've been offering. So I don't know if we're learning, that's the first thing we're learning about us Northwoods guitar players, I guess, is we prefer our coffee black.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe some future guests will break the mold.
You do get the taste. The full taste.
The full taste. That's something I look for in my morning cup of coffee now. Each morning, take a sip, take a whiff. Yep, I can smell it. I can taste it. It's another good day.
There has to be a chord, a special chord for that sip.
For that first sip? There is.
Yeah, what's the
well, there's
chord?
a progression. It goes like this. Black coffee. Awesome. See, warming up. Warming up.
Warming up an F.
How's everybody out there? Let's check in. Good morning, Mom. Mom says good morning, Briand.
Oh.
Jody.
Hi.
Brian, good morning. Good morning. Brian made our intro reel this morning. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Claire's here. Good morning, Claire. How are things in Esco? David? Hi, David. David's just over on the other side of the block. Simon. Simon, you're here for a good one. And we're getting to your tune here in just moments.
Oh, what's that?
Bluesette.
Okay.
Simon likes Bluesette.
Oh,
and
yeah?
he's requested it many times from me
All right.
since I've known him.
He's my man.
And yeah?
I love Bluesette.
Uh-huh. I enjoy playing it too. I've just never taken the time, I guess. How about we're gonna play some swing?
Sure. Okay. Here we go. that's a good one. I've discovered that song not very recently. Of course, it's an old song. It is a standard that everybody has played.
It's as old as night and day.
Person, yeah, it is.
So, speaking about old tunes, what's your guitar story? How did guitar come into your sphere?
The guitar found me. No,
I would not be surprised.
Okay. Well, I mean, it kind of found me because it was, the guitar was there in our family, and both mom and dad played guitars and sang folk songs, and then my brother played banjo, and my other brother Joe played guitar, and so I just saw it all the time.
It's just there.
And then one day, of course, I picked it up and had a hard time for the first few years, but after about 3 years, and by the time I turned,
did you teach
10,
yourself then?
Well, yeah. I mean, I people showed me things, and I learned all the open chords, and I practiced like switching.
Switching. Claire?
Yeah,
switching
okay.
chords, right? Oh my goodness, switching.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, but it took a full 3 years, from the time I was 7 to 10, and then I could comfortably play open chords.
Open chords, the cowboy chords, yeah.
Yeah. So, I had a knack for it too.
Yeah.
So see, when you have an aptitude for something, then that really boosts your confidence.
You tend to gravitate towards it and want more of it.
Mm-hmm. So I did that, and my mother got me piano lessons.
But you wanted to play guitar, Briand.
I did. I wanted to play guitar, and piano was so much work.
I know, right?
It was just too much work. Yeah, but I
Mom,
suffered
does this
through
sound like
it.
a familiar conversation?
I suffered through it, and then at the right moment, I requested that I not have to take lessons anymore.
My right moment was before I had to start piano lessons, and I insisted that it was guitar and nothing. And
okay. Oh, that's a good.
Thank you, Mom. Although to this day, I wish I could play piano. Like it is my. I can let go of that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just want to play guitar.
Yeah.
So piano lessons, and then.
Piano lessons.
And then just kept playing guitar.
And then I played bass in a band.
Ah.
Okay, at a very young age now. Okay.
What kind of band? What was the band playing?
We played, Creedence Clearwater.
Yeah. So you learned your ones and fours and fives?
Yeah, yep. And Beatles, Creedence, and then we went to Rolling Stones, and then we went to Led Zeppelin, and we went to Black Sabbath, and that path.
That's the progression.
Yeah. And
from the Beatles to Black Sabbath.
That's right. You got it, yeah.
Point A to point
I got
Z.
to Black Sabbath, and then for some odd reason, I turned to jazz.
Yeah.
And that was the music that I loved and liked, and that I wanted to play.
Ozzy Osbourne, you heard it here, folks. Ozzy Osbourne inspired Briand's love of jazz.
Yes. Okay, but I do love all types of music. I listen to all types of music, and that includes rock and roll. And that includes the thrash, not death metal, but I like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. And I love just that. It's because it's all about guitar. And that's what I like, and that's what I relate to, and that's what I share.
It's all about guitar, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
How about some bluesette?
Okay. Yeah.
Boom.
B flat.
Oh, we should check in with the crowd here. Simon says, "Oh, awesome." But the way this timing works, I'm never sure what was awesome. So far, I would say, Simon, the whole thing has been awesome. David says, "Sweet, definitely feeling that swing. Hot tempo and fingers. Yeah, man." Ted, good morning. Sounded good, fellas. Love the snazzy intro, too. Brian, wowza, that was fun. Folks are enjoying it, Briand. We're having a good time.
Great.
Bluesette, I was going to start a vamp on this, yeah?
Okay. I kind of, briefly, what are we going to do here?
You were just going to play.
Okay. All right.
And then we were going to trade choruses. We'll each take a solo, and then we'll trade some choruses.
Great. Okay.
And it's in 3. You know what I've... Bluesette. There you go, Simon. That was awesome. What do we have? Oh, all right, so we got some new... Pat's here. Good morning, Pat. Simon's comment is, Briand frickin' rips.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Thanks.
Miller, good morning. VOG FYI. I don't know what VOG means. I know what FYI means. VOG? Miller, whatever you're trying to inform us of, I appreciate it, but I'm not sure I'm receiving the message. We should get into some of yours. Oh wait, no, we got some Chick Corea here.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
We're making good time here. We got time for Chick.
I've heard this song. The album came out in '73.
Yeah.
You know, and so that played just all summer. It's
Wait.
just like that whole album played. And
Wait.
and this is my Black
Wait,
Sabbath.
a Chick Corea? This is
Yeah.
your Black Sabbath?
These were my Black Sabbath years, okay? Yeah, and so I mean that song and every other song.
So you got Chick Corea and Ozzy Osbourne are tied in your brain.
Yeah, and it was ground
Your
into my
synapses.
head. Okay, so then when I started to get into
All right.
jazz, then wow, I really love
Well,
this song.
now that you mention it, let's see here.
Okay, can I tell? Yeah.
That is just straight up Sabbath.
Oh yeah, right.
Just
yeah.
minor
Yeah, this
thirds
guy,
moving around. Right?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Anyway, the
We're gonna
song-
do it as a samba, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Not as a Sabbath tune.
All right. Nice.
All right.
Good one.
Some Sabbath samba. Kathy says, "Damn, I miss Bluesette." Kathy, you can always go back. You can always go back later, see the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
But when you go back, we will have re-recorded it. No,
that was a keeper.
I'm kidding.
That was a keeper for sure. Good morning. Thanks for the tunes. You are welcome. You are welcome, Pat.
All right. So Shore of Our
World. We're going to get into some of your tunes. The title track off of Shore of Our World. I'm curious, Briand. Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry. That was unnecessary. Where can folks find Shore of Our World if they care to? If they care to.
Just let me know and I'll send you a copy.
Oh, there you go.
Right, yeah.
There's that. Well, I'll put you in touch.
You can just tell Darin.
Get in touch with me and yep. That sounds good. So, Shore of Our World, I'm curious. I've been thinking about the title. What is this referring to? What shore?
Right. Okay,
Who's
so
our?
Basically the idea
What's the world?
is that, it's like the world is the universe. The idea is that it's like a single shore and it binds all of the oceans and the world together. It's like the binding shore, the single one. It's
a
like
continuous line drawing
so
the
it's
shore.
like no matter what part of the world you're from, it's like that shore is part of your own world, and so that's just the weird the concept. And trust me, I've had a lot of time to
contemplate. We've all been sitting around contemplating our shores and our trees and things.
Sure. Yeah, and how I name songs. It's just I give them a name. I come up with a song, I record it, and then I name it right away. I used to use things like A minor number 2, and D Dorian 3. And that just doesn't work in the end.
No, I struggle, and I have several on my tune list that are still waltz in C number 1. Okay. You know what I've been doing when I have a tune that I don't have a title for is I play it here on the show and I put it out to the crowd. Any thoughts? I've got nothing.
Yeah.
And so far, I've titled 2 tunes that way. In really magical ways. Often I find that you put things out there and they come back the way they should be. All right, so the Shore of Our World. That's awesome. Shore of Our World,
yeah. And this is the chord followed by any chord.
The chord,
remember?
Yes. Yeah, we talked.
Yeah, okay.
We're talking about your chord progressions, and we're going to play 3 of your tunes here, and all of them forms unlike I have run into. Excuse me. Long forms. I noticed that the melodies, there's not a lot of repetition in the melodies. It seems very through composed from start to finish. Even like in this one, in places where you repeat a chord progression, the melody changes over that chord progression. Yes. It's they are very long ideas, these tunes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the reason for that is that I wrote them for flute and guitar, or trumpet and guitar, and
David, did you catch that?
And so I wanted it just to go on, and also the melody had to be written out. There was no soloing or anything like that.
Right.
So I mean, I just wanted to make it really long, so that we could fill some space.
Right. So today you're going to play the melody and then improvise over it a bit too. All right.
You're right. Okay.
And I love these chords.
Yeah, what are they?
We talked about this last night. Got this half step going on. Follow the seconds between that open E string going through the whole thing. It's really cool.
Love it.
Gorgeous, Briand. It's gorgeous music. Thank you for writing it.
Well, you're welcome. Yeah.
I'm coming to share it. David says, asks, have you recorded your songs with flute and or trumpet? Then, Briand, would love to hear that.
I haven't. I have
not.
Oh, only MIDI.
Only
MIDI instruments. Yeah. Yeah, and so actually, I have a big, expensive MIDI horn library. It's called Mojo 2, and so I think I'm going to, try to put a trumpet in. And and all the articulations, to make it really sound like a trumpet. Because I've never.
Do you know any trumpet players?
I do.
It's another idea.
Hey,
they have articulations and things that really sound like real trumpets.
Good idea.
Oh, funny. Mystic Vision. Hey, I am curious. You could play guitar anywhere in the world. Why are you playing guitar here in northern Minnesota? Grand Portage? Why here?
Okay.
I mean, you really could be anywhere. You have been everywhere.
Well, okay. Okay, I do live in Grand Portage, and the reason I live there is because my father, I'm a member of the tribe. Yeah, I'm a Grand Portage band member. And my family built a house up there in 1983. It was done, and then my father moved up, and actually my mother and father moved up, and then and then when my dad died in 2000, I moved up there, and from St. Paul, and ended up staying. And the reason is because you have a house, you have this community, and you're part of it, and it took a long time to get used to being so isolated and secluded and cut off. But I've grown. I mean, I'm used to it now. Okay, and I love it.
I enjoy the seclusion, but there's a fine line between time to yourself and space and isolation and being cut off.
Right. I mean, because I wasn't used to being in such solitude in my life. Because there was the noise of the city, the noise of people, and what I had to do, and But I go up there, and now the norm is the solitude, and then and then and then there are moments when I have that I'm with people and doing stuff.
Like this.
Yeah, and it makes doing things like this all the more pleasurable,
Right.
all the more fun.
Well, that's it's exactly what I'm loving to explore on this show is all of the great players who live here and play here and choose to make their music here, and it's a cool place to be. I think there's a lot of great players around, right? Mystic Vision. I got it too slow in my head. Can you give me a tempo here?
Oh,
where are we doing this?
Okay, we don't have to do it really that.
No,
that
we'll do it where you like it.
Okay. Let's see. As mystical as it gets.
Mystic as it gets, folks. There's Mystic Vision by Briand himself.
I had a vision.
This is fun, man. This is fun. Check Working in down here. Glad you're sticking with us, folks. Everything appears to be running smoothly.
So how did you get started on guitar?
How did I get started on guitar?
Black Sabbath?
I wanted to impress a girl.
Okay. Well, totally understandable. Okay. Well.
It was second grade, and she brought a Bon Jovi tape over, and she liked Bon Jovi, and I thought, well, if she likes Bon Jovi, then I think I found my angle. So I asked Grandpa, and he cut out a little plywood Stratocaster out of some plywood for me, and put a strap on that.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember jumping on the bed. And then somewhere around third grade, Mom and I had a conversation about guitar lessons and piano lessons. And started then, yeah. Started taking lessons with Lou Sampson at Bemidji. I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Stuck with him. It was it's obsession. You know, when you have an aptitude for something, you tend to...
Yeah, right. Yeah. Stick with it.
It clicked, yeah. And here we are.
Yeah. All right, another tune, huh?
We got a few more here, and it looks like we got time for them even. Flower Song. Speaking of long forms and
so many bars
long ideas.
Okay.
I spent a few days working on your charts before I decided that, you know what, I'm not going to try to memorize any of this. I'm just going to read it, because this is just too...
Yeah.
Whew! Yeah. How do you fit this in your head, man?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank goodness for charts. All right. Flower Song.
So this is in 4/4. Yeah, and it does that flat 7/7.
Flat 7/7.
Flat 7 major 7, actually. Or flat 7/6, you know.
All right.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing we all love.
It could be a West Montgomery thing. It could be a Django thing. It could be a Pat Metheny thing. It's like everybody's thing.
It's a Jobim thing.
Okay, there you go.
Boss.
Nice.
That's it.
No, that's it.
I should ask you, is that it?
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Flower song.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous. Again,
it's a hard one to play.
these long flowing melodies are really fun.
Yeah, I do like the idea of
And you go through so many keys.
doing like a different melody over the same chords.
Same chords.
Yeah.
I cannot think of another example where I've seen that.
Okay.
But it's really cool. Sweet. Well, so there's some Briand Morrison compositions for you.
Yeah.
Check in over here. No comments, but I assume all is well. What's that?
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Footprints.
So what much time do we have?
We got 5 minutes.
Oh,
We
okay.
just got 5 minutes. What do you think?
Stompin'.
Maybe we just stop.
Yeah.
Maybe we just stop.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, thanks everyone. You know what? I should say before we do stop, and we're going to play one more tune for you and call it a day. Thanks for being here and playing for us today, Briand.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was awesome. We'll have to have you back sometime.
I'd love to.
I've got it all in high definition and I can slow it down. I'm going to steal all your lines.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play them all at half tempo at my shows. I should mention that I am very grateful for Arrowhead Regional Arts Council support to bring guests like Briand on the show. And if you enjoy these monthly guest performances, please consider making a contribution to either the PayPal or venue links that you'll find in the description down below the YouTube video there. Any contributions will go right to bringing more guests. Next month we've got Manny Eisel coming, local player, and then Lance Benson in March coming over from Bemidji, and Sam Miltich, is going to join us in April. And then I got to get back on the booking train, and it's also about where we run out of the funds, folks. So, come May, I'm going to need some help. Hey, I'm really glad you're all here. Thanks for helping secure future guests here on Coffee and Guitar. Thanks for being here, Briand. Thanks for listening, everybody. We got one more for you. This is Stompin' at the Savoy. Old swinger. What? You're gonna take it up top.
Okay.
Huh? I got the bridge. 1, 2, 2.
Bye.